So your resume's in order, your LinkedIn page is up to date, and you're confident of your interview skills. Look out, job seeker, you might not get the questions you expect. Many companies now believe personality testing is best to measure an applicant's friendliness, curiosity, and independence. Not everyone agrees. The cover story of Time magazine this week takes a close look at the trend. The story is by Time staff writer Eliza Gray, who joins us with more. Good morning, Eliza.
Hi, good morning.
So it's interesting, more than 450 of the top Fortune 500 companies are now using this kind of personality testing. What insights are these employers gaining?
You know, what they're learning is that what they're looking for is a fit for a job. So, you know, you can imagine you might want a different kind of person to be a Wall Street trader than to be a nurse in a neonatal unit, right? But you know, a lot of what they're really looking for is correlations to their bottom line. If you're a call center employer and you look at your best applicants, your best employees and look at their traits, you can measure them against the people who are applying for the job and say, this correlates to lower turnover and higher success. You know, let's use this data and get these people in here.
This isn't just being used for executives now, it's being used sort of across the board, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that was the thing in my reporting that I found most fascinating. In fact, it's across all jobs. And for people who are hourly workers, waitresses and things like that, this can be the most confounding for them. I talked to one woman who's a working mother in school, and she was up until 2 a.m. answering hundreds of these questions for a test.
Wow.
I think that's what's so confounding for a lot of people here. Some of these tests can take anywhere from 20 minutes to several hours, asking questions like, I trust data more than my instincts, or I understand why stars twinkle. I mean, what kind of a question is that? How do applicants begin to prepare for an interview like that?
The problem is that they really can't. There's no transparency about what it is exactly that the employers are looking for. They're looking for a certain personality type, and you may not know exactly what that personality type is.
Right.
And often the questions can be quite confusing because they'll try to trip you up. They'll ask the same question 10 times, and then a few minutes later, they'll ask you it in a different way. And so people get really nervous, like, did I answer it this way last time? And am I going to look inconsistent? So it can be actually very disconcerting for people who are taking the tests.
Obviously, employers are convinced now that these tests actually work and reveal what the trends they're looking for.
Sure. I mean, what the tests do often, I would say, is for turnover, and sometimes even in sales numbers. Like, they can show at JetBlue, for example, that if you fit one of their personality profile to a T, customers are 15 to 25% more likely to compliment that particular employee.
Oh, wow.
So they're seeing real benefits from it. It's sort of a legacy of our big data obsession.
Right.
You know, this idea that you can collect all this data about someone and you can use it to make predictions about how they're going to do.
Right. I thought the job market was tough already. This only makes it harder. Eliza Gray, thank you so much for being with us this morning.